Hey my babies, welcome to Zen in the Void. Bam. Okay, so yeah, like I said, welcome to Zen in the Void. I'm so happy to have you guys here. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting me. Stay longer if you want. Ain't nobody rushing you to leave. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get some notifications for each video that comes out. Honey, support this channel. Let's go up and let's make this community pop and all that. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. I love you guys so deep. All right, my sun rays and my moonbeams, let's get to this reading. So I know that you guys noticed right off the bat that the setup is different. We're gonna do that because I've been I've been really nurturing myself a lot. And I just need that, in order to do good work, I must make sure that my cups are full. And I think that that's great advice that any of us can take. You know what I'm saying? To do our best work, we got to take care of ourselves. All right. So I'm going to shuffle or mix these cards up a couple more times and we can get started. How y'all doing? What's happening for y'all? I know y'all hear a whole bunch of bomb sounds and fucking firework noises, but some people are celebrating a holiday today, so obviously that'll be happening throughout the whole video. I wish I could mute that shit, but I can't, so we just gotta roll with it. All right, I gotta do everything in threes, it just feels natural. All right, so let's see, Gray Spirit, come into this space, make it even more whole and sacred than it already is. We're going to get some general messages out for the public, for everyone, whoever this message resonates for. Whoever it resonates for, let's get a general message out. This is general, guys. Get some messages out. We already got 3 cards falling out. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put these back because these came out for the Virgo reading, and I don't know, I just felt like the cards weren't shuffled up enough or something. I'm doing my best, y'all. Okay, so the Aeon, I always mix it up. I mix up the Art card, Lust, and the Aeon card quite a lot because they are all just named something so much differently than what they actually are. Judgment, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so Judgment. There is an awakening that a lot of you are going through right now. You guys are going through big awakenings, as we all are. Tonight, the night that I'm making this video, no telling when you're going to watch this video, but there is a full moon tonight in Capricorn. We have our last lunar eclipse of the year, and there is an alignment of the planets that are happening tonight. All the planets are aligned perfectly and aligned in a certain position to the sun, and this happens only once a century or something. So this isn't going to happen again for another 100 years. So not only is it a full moon night, it's a lunar eclipse, and it's a crazy special rare alignment of all the planets, and it's a holiday that is needing to get, and it's so crazy because the full moon in Capricorn has us all questioning our belief systems and the systems that are in place to more so our structure, our structure, our authority structure, everything that is everything that we're all questioning today in our country, especially regarding this holiday. So that's just another reason that I really want to stress, and I feel like I'm channeling right now, so I'm just gonna let it flow, take it or leave it. But I feel like Spirit just really works so perfectly. Everything is so ethereal and perfectly aligned. The way that Spirit works, the way that everything lines up is just crazy perfect, on time, and everything. So anyways, with that being said, we got the Aeon card here, which is the Judgment card. And I love this card because it depicts these Egyptian kind of archetypes. And there is a woman standing here, and it's her bigger self, her higher self, because it's just this field, this like energy field, you know, and it's big, it's giant. And then you got a smaller person sitting on a throne inside of that person, and it's a normal sized person. But it just makes me feel like, okay, our earthly bound selves are connected and receiving guidance and reckoning and awakening from our higher selves, and our selves that are connected to spirit, our selves that is connected to the cosmos, that can see the bigger picture and that are fully awakened and aware to what is happening in all time and space. You know what I'm saying? So there's a big reflection and awakening that everyone is going through, and I feel like this is the perfect card to come out and set the tone for the entire read. So let's get some more cards out here and see what we can build on that, honey. So yes, awakening, reckoning, I love that so much. Perfect way to describe it all. And this is more past energy that kind of led to this reading being a thing, which is like amazing. So let's see what's coming next. Wow, this is awesome. This card came out in both Aquarius and Virgo readings that I do, my most supportive signs. But yes, the Death card. That makes so much sense, y'all, because we got the Judgment card coming out, that awakening, that reflection, that epiphany that lots of us are realizing what's going on. We're awakening to ourselves and the world around us and the structures and the different timelines and the different truths that are very true about our world and beyond it. You know what I'm saying? So of course, naturally, that's going to cause a lot of us to go through a death, through this death and rebirth, and in transitioning. It's like an old part of us are dying. For some of us, it'll feel like a big rebirth. For some of us, it'll feel like a small rebirth. Either way, there will be parts of ourselves that are dying, that are going away. It's like once we awaken to something, it's like all these other parts of ourselves are dying away. Take it as it resonates. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. So if it applies to any part of your life, please listen closely to this reading, because all my readings all day have been very powerful, very strong channeled messages, and I feel so honored to be able to communicate with them to you. That's why I'm not my usually happy-go-lucky kind of goofier self. It's because I feel so tapped in, and my focus is just on relaxing and allowing the energy and the new information to kind of come into me and settle in a way that feels like, okay, shit is marinating, it's integrating into me, so that I don't just awaken briefly. Like, no, some of us awaken and we level up, and then we kind of fall back into lower vibrations. But I think these rebirths we're going through are meant for us to truly ponder them, you know, allow them to come into our lives and become a permanent part of us, so that we can actually grow, you know. Not, you know, even though all that we go through, all that we experience grows us, even if we don't necessarily notice the growth always happens. The growth is always there. You know what I'm saying? I feel so happy because I feel like I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I love that feeling. Wow, these are some powerful ass cards coming out, and the fact that they're all major arcana just further lets us know that just these huge changes are happening for us, like huge ass transitions on such a big day. But anyways, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in our favor. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that we have to grab the wheel as it turns, so that we can take full advantage of the fortunate energy that it is giving off. It's always giving us something that we need. It's fate, it's destiny, it's linked to fate and destiny. We're going through it all makes so much sense, the order of these cards, because first it's an awakening, a spiritual awakening, a reckoning, something we're realizing. We're awakening to something, we're becoming awakened. And then we go through a rebirth. We change. Old parts of us die because of the awakening. It's like when you learn something new, you don't look at life the same way. And that's a good thing, because knowledge is power. To know things is to always be protected against something happening against you. Knowing of things and arming yourself with knowledge is the greatest power that anyone can have. It may feel, learning some things may feel very disturbing, uncomfortable, jarring, but it'll, trust me, it's better than being ignorant blissfully to what's happening, because those people who are ignorant blissfully get caught by surprise to devious things that happen in this world. This world is under construction. We're fighting evil, to be quite honest. I don't mean to be heavy, but like, let's be real. It's no time. Like, this isn't the time to keep, dancing around it. But it's fate, it's destiny for us to realize what's happening. And people are like, oh, they get scared. Like, what are we supposed to do? How do we? All you're supposed to do is be aware. If you know what's going on, you have the kind of knowledge to say, you know what, I'm not going to stand for that. If you guys try to tell me to do this, I'm going to do that, the opposite. It's about knowing what's happening so that you can protect yourself from being led into some bullshit. So grab onto that wheel because it's turning in your favor. Grab that fortune, because if it turns, the wheel, it goes like it turns and turns, but it's not always fortunate. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's unfortunate. So if you get to that wheel late, you can catch the more unfortunate energy of it if you're late. All you have to do is take a moment to breathe and connect to yourself and the world around you. And that's how I just saw 1111. Ooh, that's beautiful. But that's how you get linked up. Like, let's be real. I hope y'all are interested, because if you're not, honey, then that just shows like you're just not ready. And if you're not ready right now in life, that's not the best. That's not the best thing. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Let's get some more. Let's get some more cards out. This card just flew out. But it's the Seven of Swords, and that's just what I'm saying. Oh my God, these cards are telling us what's up today, period. Seven of Swords, that's all about lies, deception, and that's what we are awakening to, lies and deception. You guys have to understand that the world that we live in has been controlled by people who are not good people. They don't care about people for real. Let's be honest. We're learning that the world is being controlled by more evil energies, and us just being aware that that is happening is all that we need in order to protect ourselves and to move forward into a more peaceful world. Because then we can realize, like, damn, if I connect with my neighbors and with my peers instead of fighting with people and being distrustful and pushing people away and fighting against the tide, I could link with my peers mentally, spiritually. You don't have to be in people's face and be fake and fake love, but just be like, I respect you. Even we're different. Some of you are religious and go to church and don't do anything that you consider sinning. Some people sin all day. They have sex and they drink and they party, and it's about respecting people. Some people go to college and want to be professionals, and some people want to be freelance artists. We have to respect everybody. That's how we unite together and overcome these lies and deception that's been turning us against each other and making us blind to what's really going on in this world. We have to respect each other's differences. That's all we got to do, and arm ourselves in knowledge. That's literally it. For those of us who are more lazy or more fragile or just like more meek and timid, understand that all you really have to do is arm yourself with knowledge and have strength and faith that, trust your peers around you, no matter how crazy they are, no matter how different of opinions you have. Because at some point we got to unify to get the real monsters out of here. The real monsters aren't the motherfuckers out in the streets and with not even the KKK, not even black, like all of us we're really on the same level. I'm really preaching today and channeling today, but I'm saying that to say that we've been lied to. No matter what our differences are, we stand a better chance respecting each other and realizing that if we don't help each other, that's just not, it's not helpful in the end. And I just feel the need to really express that, because this is general. Some of you are going to get it. If you are brought to this reading, you get it. Let me get some water, y'all. My mouth dry as hell. But yes, my loves, if you are drawn to this reading, chances are that you get it. You are no longer lying to yourself. That don't mean you can't party no more. That don't mean you can't still have your cute outfits and do this and do that. All it means is Just understand what comes to you, what truth comes to you. The shit is real. It's true, more than likely. Cause what's the point of lying on a system who never has looked out for us as a whole, and those they have looked out for is just for the purpose of dividing people. So all I'm saying is you don't have to change your whole damn life overnight. It's just that, don't lie to yourself. You know, all of this stuff is tactics and strategies for deception and trickery to put people against each other. I can sit here and honestly say, y'all, I have always I'm a Virgo. Naturally, I'm very analytical, very judgmental, criticizing against other people, defensive. But I have literally aligned into a space and like kind of elevated to a frequency where I really don't give a fuck who thinks or acts differently than me. I might not want you around me or necessarily want to talk to you because I get irritated very easily, but that's just me. At the end of the day, if we had to link together to protect ourselves, I'll do that in a quickness because I respect you. Even though you irritate me or I think different than you, I respect you because I know that there are bigger forces that would love to see us be taken advantage of by them. And I know I can't do it on my own. To me, it's not a dog world. It's not survival of the fittest. It's whoever is willing to be aware, quite frankly. Well, okay, let me chill. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. I'm just saying, give me all that real true tea. Ain't nothing to be. Some of y'all get scared easily. Ain't nothing to be scared of. Ain't nothing to be scared of. What the hell? These people ain't touched you for real because you pretty much gotta consent to the bullshit. And the ways that we consent to the bullshit is just by not knowing what the fuck is going on. So if you know what's going on, then how can you consent? Think about it. Anyways, next we got the Six of Pentacles coming after this Seven of Swords. And that's the more, and the Seven of Swords, by the way, is the more present energy, this row that we're in now. So presently, there's tactics and strategies trying to come against us to deceive us and put us against one another in the world. And that's just honestly what's going on. But this Six of Pentacles, like, it's so crazy because I was just saying this. The Six of Pentacles is all about clarity. I mean, not clarity, charity, sorry. Charity, generosity, sharing with one another. So you could be charitable and generous and share in the ways that you have available to you. Even if that's just listening to somebody for a second, instead of donating money to these unknown ass charities, we don't know where the fuck our money is going. How about you just give some money to local places, local businesses, to friends who need help, family members? We really have to start sharing on a more community basis. It only makes sense because these big corporations are lying to us. They are fake. They are funding their goddamn agendas. And this is not no conspiracy. These are facts. If you do your research, you will see that it's real. It's facts. And the only reason they get away with it is because we are ignorant to it. So to combat this trickery and deception that is trying to come against us all, and this ain't my damn message. If you don't want to listen, that's up to you. But this is straight from God's source spirit and from my higher self coming to give you this message. So I mean, take it or leave it. Be ignorant or be aware. It's up to you. But to combat the tactics and strategies and the lies and trickery and deception, we must be charitable and generous and share with one another. The six is about domestic life, community, home. Pentacles and discs, that's about financial success, financial abundance. We must share with one another. We ain't gonna get nowhere being fucking greedy, because what you have one moment, you cannot have it the next. And I'm sure that all of y'all understand that with Corona going on. I've done seen so many people flossing, and as soon as Corona hit, they're broke, and then they're upset because they don't know how to continue their career or whatever. And all these people out here being entrepreneurs, they got jobs. They got jobs and they're happy because they were already working for themselves. And I'm not saying everybody needs to do that. All I'm saying is we must share and realize that the world is shifting and we need to get with the program. That's all I'm saying. Take it as it resonates and apply it to your life however it fits. But that's just what I'm just allowing spirit to literally channel through me. I'm not in a mood to be preaching to nobody or telling nobody anything. I'm in a pretty good energized mood, but this is literally just coming out. This is just coming out right now. But we got the Queen of Wands coming after that. This is a card of fire, passion. You see her on her throne with her little feline next to her with her big ass staff. She ain't playing no games. Ain't nobody controlling her. Her fire and her passion is all she needs to be in her element, to be protected. This card is about action, courage, determination, joy. That's why I'm telling you guys, and there's no need to be afraid or uncomfortable or scared. The only thing that's going to feel uncomfortable is learning all the bullshit that's really going on. But you should have courage because we're definitely going to get through it. Come on now. Obviously, it's been hell on earth for long enough now. If you take time to do your research and see the knowledge that comes to you, because I know it comes to y'all, just read it, allow yourself to process it, you'll understand that where we are energetically with the planets, with the ages, entering the age of Aquarius, it's the golden age. It happens every few thousand years. We were in hell for 2,000 years. Now it's time for heaven on earth. So of course we got to pull up the rotten roots in order to replant, to have a better future and a better world. And that's what's happening. So we must have courage. We must be determined and have joy. God literally wants you to be joyful, not afraid. Be joyful. Being afraid and scared and shit, that's what they want you to do. Nobody can function or think straight or have ideas in a state of fear. You got to be joyful. Even when you don't see a reason to, find a reason to. Find a reason to be joyful. That's what spirit wants. And obviously that's what's happening in this reading, because I'm reading. So it's not me telling you guys what to do. This reading is showing you guys what you have been doing. So I'm not even going to have this energy where I'm like scolding you or telling you what you need to do, because this is obviously what's happening with you guys. You know, you went through an awakening, you went through a rebirth, it's faded, cycles are ending. The bullshit that you were once doing or super indebted to and dedicated to, you're over it because it's destined, it's faded. Then you realized all the trickery and the tactics going on in the world, and you realize that you must be in a generous community, like generous with your community and your peers, and be joyful and determined. So I'm really happy about that. That makes me happy. I just felt the need to stress it because I feel like there is definitely gonna be people who come to this video and look at it and just be like, You know, people don't like hearing shit unless it's about love or something they just want to know in their life. When they hear shit like this, they just be like, oh, I don't want to hear it. You know? We got the Five of Wands here in reverse. So in the more future energy, a lot of us are going to be in a great energy. Just what I was saying earlier. The Five of Wands in the upright is about having conflicts. You trying to work with others, but there's all this conflict, all this bullshit, rivalry, competition. In the future, it looks like people are going to realize that the Five of Wands energy is about working with others, but avoiding problems and confrontation and respecting people's differences. And that's the exact energy that we should be adopting in this space. This is that shit. This is the main ingredient for our like triumph. For our success. Respecting people's differences. Yes, we're different. I respect you. I ain't gonna show you no fake love, but I definitely respect you. I respect you. I may not want you in my face every day. I may not ask you, hit you up and ask you about your damn personal business and expect you to for me to tell you mine. But I respect you. And if we lived in the same community, I would still be generous with you if needed. Because you got to let that ego go to respect other people's differences and avoid conflict. What's the point of fighting with people when you could just be like, look, you know, it's more shit going on. What's the point? So that's what y'all are going to be realizing in the future. Like, it's obvious that, you know, people are on a large scale going to be respecting each other a lot more and avoiding differences a lot more, instead of, you know, doing some dumb shit, some bullshit. We all got our own problems, and if we think about it, white people, black people, people of color, Asian people, native people, indigenous people, you know, we all have our problems. We all have our shit. And if we talk about it, or even just entertain other people's problems for a second and have empathy or sympathy, we'll realize that we have more in common than we have differences. We got the Nine of Pentacles coming out next in the reverse. That's very interesting to me. Let's test it, because I'm not sure if it was supposed to be in the reverse. It just fell in the upright, fell in the reverse, ooh, and then fell in the upright again. So I'm gonna take it both ways. I feel like this spirit saying when this happens that shit could go either way. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way. So after everyone realizes that they should respect each other's differences and avoid conflicts in the future, right? We're going to have this Nine of Pentacles energy. Nine of Pentacles is all about gain and luxury. That's why I really desperately wanted it to be in the upright. But Spirit is saying it could go either way. Either we'll have gain and luxury and the rewards that we all deserve to get, the fruits of our labor, our hard work of coming together as a community. And don't get me wrong, I'm not on no like, what's the word I'm looking for? Gullible shit. It all starts in our own communities. We have to start in our own communities and then let it branch out to the world around us. Because it's like when you trying to make some shit better in somebody else's home, but you ain't even got your own shit together in your own home. You know what I'm saying? People really kill me with that. I'm going to take a moment to just vent for a second, but it really fucking pisses me off when people try to come all in your face telling you what you should be doing and want to tell you how to do things, or try to just act like they're so holier than thou when they don't even have shit fully together on their end. A lot of people will pretend that they have it together, but some people have the gift of sight. We know that shit ain't together. And instead of having ego and pride, acting like you got it all together and everything good, people could just admit, like, you know what, I'm not fully happy and I'm not sure what's going on my end. But no, they don't want to do that. Some people act like they got their shit together. And that can apply to anybody in any race of people, any problem. But we must make sure that our own porch is clean. Our side of the street is clean before we go trying to clean other people's side, other people's goddamn porch and other people's property. And that's just real. So Spirit is saying that it could go either way. We could have rewards, luxury, gain as a people. Or people can continue to spend recklessly and live beyond their means and have this false success. We already know what that's like. So many of us know what that's like to stunt and just spend all our resources frivolously trying to make it look like we got it. Like, if you think about it, with all that's going on in the world, pedophile rings being exposed, coronavirus, fucking vaccines, stock market crashing, businesses failing. What's the point of keep pretending like we got it like that? Putting your life at risk to go to work for a job or to go in any group public setting for whatever reason, trying to act like you're better than the next person when we're all sacrificing ourselves in some way, you know, for that false success, for that fake bullshit that they want us to be indebted to and a slave to. Like, let's be honest. Wouldn't you rather have gain with your community and with a new world around you? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you rather things be truly auspicious and like truly abundant and prosperous instead of faking it and struggling like we've been doing? like we seen our parents do and our friends and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more cards out here so we can end this reading. Let's get one more for this row, and then we're gonna get some advice or the likely outcome. So that's the future energy, y'all. It's gonna go either way. Those of us who want to still live in la la land are gonna have money problems and shit, and problems connecting with others. And some people are gonna have very much so financial abundance and gain. So this next card we have out is the Three of Pentacles. So this is a lot of pentacles going on right now. So I think the focus is on material success for a lot of people, and people kind of just using. It's so interesting because we got, like, I've been seeing a lot of threes, so there's a lot of creation. We have 3 major arcana cards. We have 3 fire element cards, or 3 wands, and then we have 3 pentacles. That's 333. That's dope as fuck. So I think Spirit just wants us to really turn our attention to our passions, our actions, our fire, our drive, and then our pentacles, our home life, and our material success. Pour our energy and our resources into each other, most likely. So the Three of Pentacles, real quick. We ain't gonna be talking and channeling too much longer, because the more I channel, the less energy I'm feeling in my body. It's like, it's so crazy. Anybody who channels or understands that it's very draining. It makes you tired, because Spirit is like talking and working through you. So I feel like this can be, it's the same as the other card. It could go either way. There's 3 of Pentacles, right? So in the upright, this card is about teamwork, collaboration, and building. So as y'all can see, you can see it's all going together. You can't make this shit up. But either people will work as a team and collaborate and build in the future, which is what's super needed, or people will have a lack of teamwork, shit will be disorganized, and there'll be lots of group conflict. But I look at these things as either way it goes, it can't go bad, because this is fate. You know what I'm saying? And then I know this to be true because it's in the same row as the Wheel of Fortune card. It's all in the same row. It's lining up. So no matter if we build and have teamwork and collaborate and it goes perfect, great. That's great. Whatever. We don't have to make a mistake to get to success. However, if you do make a mistake, lack of teamwork, disorganization, group conflict, cool. Eventually, with fate in the way that things are, we'll most likely learn from those mistakes. And either way, it's fated. Either way, we'll learn from our mistakes. And I think that it can't go wrong either way. Either we get it right the first time, or we don't. And we learn from it. But it looks like people will avoid, in the future, will definitely avoid avoid conflicts and respect differences. But then we got these 2 cards letting us know that a lot of people will overspend and have false success and be reckless and not have good teamwork and be disorganized and have all this, group conflict and shit. So either we'll fumble the bag and learn from it, or we'll get it together and have gains and share with those gains and collaborate and just come up in a beautiful way. So let's see. Our first card for advice or the most likely outcome, we can take it either way, advice from Spirit or the outcome, likely outcome. But we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is, the Knight is defensive. The Knight defends, and it's methodical. It works slowly and meticulously. So I'm feeling like Spirit is letting us know that it's going to take time. We're going to work slowly. We'll have to work hard. We'll have to be responsible and efficient with whatever we do. We'll just have to think. With whatever we do, we will have to think and work hard and be efficient and realize our responsibilities. And that's going to feel foreign to a lot of people, but it's not going to be as hard as we think, because we'll have so many people around us showing us what to do by model behavior. Or if you just tap into some of these community things, like, you've already seen it. After all these marches, we have so many groups. I don't know if you see it in other cities. I have in New York and LA. But you got people getting together, giving out bomb-ass care packages for the people who are marching or the people who are just having a hard time during this time. You got people giving things away for free lessons. Like when Corona happened, people were giving away free online lessons and shit. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta take advantage. And there should be more of that happening in the future. Okay, okay, okay. We got the strength card trying to come out. So Spirit is definitely telling us to be focused, tap into our strength, have compassion. Have compassion. Listen closely to these messages, y'all, because they're really important. So next out, the last two cards we have before this video gets way too long, y'all, because I'm getting tired. But we got the Seven of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles. So lots of grounded energy, so much grounded energy, so much fire, so much passion. But we have another card coming out in a row about hard work, perseverance, and diligence. Spirit is screaming at us to work hard on this task. Persevere, be diligent, have responsibility, understand your role. That's what I'm hearing right now. That is such a beautiful message. That's just Spirit, like, look at it as like Spirit giving us the damn roadmap on how to navigate this craziness that we are like learning about happening. If you ain't learned about the crazy shit happening around you, you probably one of the ignorant people that don't want to know. And I understand. It was a time where information tried to come from me to me, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to hear that. That sounds crazy. But now I know. I couldn't ignore it anymore. And when I first learned, I was super fucking disturbed. But then you know what? I'm glad I know now, because I won't move through the world blindly, thinking everything is gravy, putting myself in situations that could be dangerous, walking by myself and shit, or just trying to involve myself in spaces that are just not for my well-being. But anyway, the last card that we have, I love this, y'all. I love this. This is a beautiful omen from Spirit. But we have the Six of Wands. Such a beautiful card. You see those Egyptian staffs? Love it. This card is all about victory, y'all, and success and public reward. So that's what I'm saying. We are going to prevail. We are going to be victorious. We are going to be the victors. We are going to have success as a team. Whoever this resonates for, I'm applying it on a world level because that's what it feels like, especially with these first three cards coming out. But you apply this to your life as it resonates. Because on a more personal level, it could just be saying you realize some shit, went through a rebirth, it's faded, you fighting with the people around you, but you got to realize that you got to work with the people around you. That's just how it goes. That's just how it is. You don't have to have a deep ass loving relationship, but you can't have respect for your neighbor to have victory and success and public reward. I love this reading, guys. That's all I have for you. I love you so much. Apply this reading how it applies in your life, honey. I choose to look at it on a global scale, but you look at it as you need to, loves. Take it easy. Take in what you can. You know, make sure you take care of yourself. The more you learn and the more we see and go through in this world, we have to learn that we got to take care of ourselves and not overwork ourselves and harm ourselves. I love you guys so much. If you need anything, personal readings or intuitive life coaching, please feel free to hit my Instagram DM. It will be in the description box, or my email. If I'm feeling generous, I will be helping people the best way I can, as much as I can, you know, for free probably, because that's me giving back to the community. But it's only if I feel I listen to Spirit. If Spirit says help this person, I help that person. If Spirit says charge that person, I'm going to charge your ass. And that ain't no scandalous behavior. That's just me listening to Spirit. Because some people have enough to offer. Some people are just, let's be honest, some people are plagued with the energy of just taking and not giving people anything in return. They want shit for free all the time. I'm not judging them, but that's just how some people are. So if they have an offering to offer, I'm not saying that I'm just going to, oh, you paying and the next person not. But it's just, what I'm saying is, I will offer, like, it's like I feel it in my chest. I have celebrities, clients who come to me and get readings. This is me in all honesty. I would post this shit for proof because I have receipts, but I don't do shit like that. I'm very private. I respect people's privacy. But I've offered them free mini readings. They tip me handsomely. I knew that they had money, but I offered them a free service because they came to me so humbly. They came to me so open. And that's what I mean. It depends on your energy. If you come to me with an entitlement, I'm gonna send you the invoice. So I'm gonna tell you my rates because you're not respecting my energy. But if you come to me respecting my energy, I will be generous to you because you're respecting me. That's how it goes. So I love y'all so much. I felt the need to say that. I hope that this resonated. See y'all in the next one. Peace.